I'm Chief Ofoegbu, Peter Ofoegbu, Fedinobi of Ozobo, Ezafukwe of Ojoto. I'm from Ozobo, Anambra State, Ekusigo Local Government, Anambra State. I did my primary school at Abakaliki, my secondary school, partly at Ozobo, 16 secondary school Ozobo. Did my School of Basic Studies, my A level at Port Harcourt, School of Basic Studies. After which I went to IMT, but I couldn't finish. I did OND and left marketing. I left and joined business. I started my business at Port Harcourt. Then from Port Harcourt to Warri back to Port Harcourt. I ventured into clearing and forwarding. I did a course in clearing and forwarding by Collins, Controller Collins from Ichi. He has a school in Port Harcourt. So where we passed through. Then before I established my first company was Odera Transglobal Limited. Then from Odera Transglobal Limited, the company started expanding. I had another company, MacPets. We import from Italy while we do the clearing of pets. Then at the end of the day, I got to the bus stop, final bus stop. That's Lagos. I came to Lagos. Then Lagos, I established Maritime Resorts. Maritime Resorts, we're into stevedore, we're into clearing and forwarding, and into other businesses we do. So that is my I happen to come from my father happened to be a civil servant. Mother a civil servant. My father happened to be the first people that had a degree in nursing. He schooled in Italy. Father schooled in Italy and acquired a degree in nursing, and later did PhD in nursing. So we are the first set. So we have happened to be a child of a civil servant. So things were changing, and I happened to have my mother's brother, Augustine Ilodibe. So whenever I come to holidays to his house, I see how they move. How all of them move. He like me. I'm always in the car with him, going everywhere, going to Excelsior Hotel Apapa, where they play casino, meet him with Leganza, all of them, they all like me. So I have the mind to be like them, to do business like them. So these are all that move me. But because of my insistence of my father, that was where I went to IMT, do the I couldn't. My mind is still back to business. And happened to all my brothers happen to be civil servants, except my last one. My most senior brother retired as a director of engineering, maintenance, and printing. The other one, Halliburton manager, up to the highest senior driller. Then the other one, Prof, was a professor, handled so many positions and everywhere. I'm presently as a retiree, just presently with the president of geophysics and the vice president sometime of the world geophysics, Professor Ofoegbu. So now with Soludo trying to back home to help Soludo to mine to because it's his field. So now discover Anambra State has a lot of these things. So he has retired. He has done every job everywhere. DJ Science and Tech with Mama, and now it's with Soludo. So all of them, they are all into civil. I said no, but no money civil services. No. So I did cash. So I that was what that moved me to venture into business, and I'm enjoying it. Let me say 40 years. Let me, let me say not see, maybe 36 years or 37 years thereabout. Okay, the first one lasted just lasted for a short time. Then my pet is worked. Then when I came to Lagos, that is when I really started the real business. When I came to Lagos, and I started the real business because I brought in some companies to Nigeria, which are still existing now. Then I have a retainership with those companies. And actually, in our clearing and forwarding, we have different types. Mainly my own, I deal with manufacturers, with companies. Coca-Cola, Civitas, Visual, and I like signing retainerships, and I work in as much as I work for individual, but very few since I started my work. I have about two or three, individuals I've ventured to work for, but all is companies. I work for big for companies because I don't want too much money, but I want rest of mind. Yes. Yeah, but when you talk about business, it's wide. I well into other things like construction. My wife happened to be the we happen to have which my wife is the MDA, Glavon Concept Nigeria Limited. We work for Ecopel. Have so many tower buildings. We do finishing. Then now in Canada, we have Glavon Canadian Star. We are presently, she's presently now doing changing the structures of one of the biggest civic center in Brampton, being being such jobs, women are very few. So in Ontario, she's the only Nigerian that is into structure, construction, building, and yeah. So the minister of Ontario like, liked her and liked our company. We deliver. So Glavon Canadian Star is one of the biggest. Well, we are big that way in Canada. Then we have trucks in Canada too. I have trucks. I'm into logistics in Canada. Yeah, yes, yeah, and logistics in Canada. So that's why I say that business is wide. So it's not. There are different, aspects. Yeah. So yes, actually, I've when one is left secondary school or going, I pursued music. I've actually, I actually ventured into music, you know, at Warri. I've played with a band at Warri. Then I have a relation who is a producer, Joe Vitamosa. So he has a big level. His band, Supreme 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 Jazz. I headed it. I played. Yeah, but it was just for when you left, because I learned about music from Binai Kiketonye, who happened to be the son of the proprietor of my school. So, like I was his boy, so I learned music. He was playing them with Supreme, with the yeah, with the Supreme. No, when I remember the name, it's a long time. Vinaik. Yeah, so that is after that then one moved on without fun. You are trying to see how you could stagger and survive. You have a limited editing time, and by the time you start going, meeting people, growing, seeing people, you have to change. If they involve getting people into their business, fine. Involve other things, so that was why it wasn't. It was just like Odera Transglobal was just a short, you know. Yeah. So then, when you get married, start looking into other areas. You have in-laws. Like I have an in-law that is NMPC, a director in NMPC. Then that was how I ventured into clearing for companies. So I cleared for NMPC. From there, so as you are growing, things influence you. So that maritime resort was registered well. Then and the maritime resort, I brought in two other people who that are not into the field to be direct. That I brought them in for them to contribute financially, and to be big. Brought in Vitalis Udabara from Ozobo. Then brought in Eric Moye from Ukbo, who happened to be my friend. Then they contributed to establishing maritime resorts. So to make it big, we went into doing so many other things outside the clearing. Then we got into because NMPC jobs are big, so I need funds. That was why they came in. So then after some time, there are changes in the NMPC laws, and there's so many things. Then I now then they later pulled up, not because of anything, because they are not clearing agent, they are not, what I'm into the business. And also, I needed to bring in my family, bring in and, many other ways, other things. So they sold their shares. I bought over their shares. I bought over their shares. And because there was a little problem in Nigeria at that time, Nigeria is up and down, so maybe they felt they need to move ahead in concentrate in their own business, importation and so on. So now I bought over their shares and continue. Yeah, there is a saying that said that when the going is tough, the tough guys keep going. Personally, the type that believe in Igbo proverb that nchi taro ji ọtalụkwa Amampụ ya fesi ekwu ọtarụkwa onye nwe ji kwere ji ya owekwa nke ọzọ wee survive. So I happen to be the type that I don't live above my income. I live my life, and that if the worst come, I can come down. I can use Okada and go anywhere I go. I don't even mind. If my car break down here now, I enter Okada, go my way. If anything happen, I can change. All my friends, everybody knows me. So that is why if you have that spirit, there is no position you cannot come up. And two spirit that's good in life. I tell the young ones, don't beg. I don't beg anybody for anything since my life. I left my house. My father, I lost my father when I was very, very young, you know? So, and all my brothers, my sister, all of them, send them overseas. Once you finish university here, you go to overseas. Once you finish, you send you overseas to go and do other good courses you want, or your masters. And so, my own turn, I was supposed to leave. My own turn, he said he want me to do my first degree in Italy. He has a couple of friends because that is where he schools. So every papers, everything was okay. That was one of the reasons I pulled out from the IMT. Then my papers was ready. My father died. It was okay. A nurse in Pamu Clinic, owned by Orderly in Port Harcourt, gave him a sugar reducing drug while her sugar was down already. So, and he gave up. So everything turned around. That was a problem. So immediately after my father's burial, I said, I must go. I took my bag and left the house. They started looking for me. From that day, I moved. My first stop was at Onitsha, where I slept with Aboki. The next 2 days, I was sleeping with Aboki. I went to where they do motor park, where they load buses. I brought a size book and told them that you book can be organized. Instead of fighting, go, my turn. This. When the chairman, sorry, because I asked him to help me, let me be conductor of any other, I said that because I was trying to get money to move, to do something, either to move to Port Harcourt, where we are, because my father lives in Port Harcourt with us, was born at Ecotep, and then my father traveled around that side. So I wanted to go to Port. I have a couple of friends there. Ike, the son of the governor, the deputy governor, then Ike was my friend. I wanted to meet him. I want to go. So I want to raise transport money. That time to raise money, and I don't beg. I've heard that policy. My father told us, don't ever ask somebody for money. Work out the money yourself. So I want to work out money. So I did those conductor work. From there, I become their writer. And I was being paid for any bus that registered me and chairman. Chairman now saw a young educated boy. He didn't want me to go. This is not where I'm ending. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. So after that, when I raised one, I moved. I must go. That was my major decision. I must go. I moved. So that was how the journey started. No, abroad go where? Cancelled everything. I went. Who will pay my school fees? I went to Port Harcourt first. You know. Then later from Port Harcourt, I moved back to Warri. You know. I moved back to Warri. Went to do one thing or the other, and I moved out again back to Port Harcourt because that Port Harcourt is where I know. I moved back to Port Harcourt then and went to this. I've saved some money and I now went to Collins. the school of clearing and forwarding. We still live at the college. It's from controller of custom retired from Ojoto. No, from Ichi. I went to the school. Yeah, I've learned a lot. Patience is one of the biggest. Patience. And always believe that you make it and not be too fast. But I learned that if you don't, I learned about karma. That is another important thing. I believe in the law of karma. There was a time in our business in Nigeria where it seems like if you are not into illegal business, you cannot survive. So so many people, I said no. This was it. I still insist on the move on my business and everything. But all those people that are into all those things, they are nowhere to. So many of them has gone here. But it doesn't stop me being our friend, but they've gone now. So I learned that anything you do that is wrong, anything that will harm somebody, that you do, or if you import this drink, knowing that it will harm somebody, you will get the karma back. By the time you know it, you will not know how it comes. The money you get through it could move you to live a reckless life. It could move you to do one thing or the other that is not. One way or the other. Your children, no. Might lead to your children not being properly. Yeah. So that is one thing. Like right now, everybody seems to be doing this all those, mega things, this. I say no. I don't clear. If you get me this thing and you are to clear for me, and you don't have the proper NAFDAC paper, every other thing, I don't do it. I don't do it. Some people come here that have your connections in custom, you can do them. No, no, no. But my good friends, they know. All those people, they know that I can do it. I don't do that. I have a principle. I cannot do anything, even if I'm getting billion. The very important thing any other person should know: live above money. There was a time like that things was so become so bad. Two times. The first time was when Buhari entered. The first time he entered the first government. That time, in this clearing and forwarding, the agents are the pillars. They are the one that drives the importers. We drives the importers. There's something they call confirming house. It's agents. We own it. We have started it. Because I went to school for the clearing. So I know. Yeah. All these companies or some company go. Then all those China companies and so on. They trusted us. We are the one that gives the traders import from them, and the bill lading is they don't pay money because after that time, how many people have money? They don't pay money. We are the one that they trusted. So few of us they trusted, they give us their. So some of them, when we gave them their documents, they after some declared that they are dead, some declared. So there was a real problem from here. Then we are battling with that problem to recover their money and so on and give them. Some agents recover, go the money and become millionaire that time. All of them, where are they now? So with somebody like me, I chase some of them, I get their money and send it to the. Then Buhari came in and all his effort in Port Harcourt, he took everything. Agents were, in fact, you treated us so badly. Your property, how many people will come to your office, carry your motor, so many things. Well, that was what moved me from Port Harcourt to Lagos. From Port Harcourt. So that time, to Onitsha, but operating from Onitsha Lagos. So that time, things was, it was so difficult. Then I started traveling out of the country. And so one thing or the other, not easy. Thinking of settling down abroad, thinking of, so one wasn't too sure of, and one is not married then, so you can take any decision. So at the end of the day, we came back to Lagos. Then the second time was when I've established, when I'm building this house, of the foundation of this house, starting building the house, I lost my one of my major clients, trailer drivers stole their container, stole their container, 40 feet too, and like, each of them worth 40 million that time. Nice, the major machineries and so on. So I had problem with the company. It was a big problem. We start chasing the people, looking for the people. So I want to make my name, company to know that I'm not involved. But when such thing happens, some other agents, some other people telling them that just to at the end of the day, they will recover. They call the people and so on, but already they cannot get anything and so on. But I started paying the money. I paid the money to the last 80 million. I paid it. That was money I also can I kept for build. I was building my house. But so they stopped giving me business, so many things until I paid it. Me and my wife, I don't beg. I moving into that was how we move into this construction. A lot of different. You see, our business we do abroad, anything we do is like that. The way you discuss it is the way it is. If there is variation, they have a variation record. Variation, yeah, it is the government knows about variation. Everything. If you want to, like example now, you want to increase the rent of your house, government gives you the on variation. You know, if your construction works or all those kind of work is things that require a lot of records on variation because you might start this work now and it is 10 naira they sell this. If it is given 1 year for you to pay, by the end towards the end of the year, 1 year, the price might be 15 naira. In Nigeria here, we lost so much. That was why we decided not to work. But finally, we are coming back again because the companies that owing that made us to lose money because of variation when the exchange rate change. It happens in the clearing too. But Nigerian is a big problem. They will not think. They think about straight their own. So the variation we had contract with companies. Then there is exchange rate change in the materials and so that variation they become a problem to pay. You know, so we lost too of money, a lot of money. So that was my wife got angry and said that he can't do any work. They're calling him to do it. No. He left for Canada. So in Canada, he now opened Clavant Canadian Star, also Canadian Star. And and start driving. So Nigeria is a very big problem to do business. Very, very big problem. If you're in port services or clearing in overseas, you don't have problem. The customs in your office, in your house, you use your laptop and release your containers and the motor enter and carry it. But here, it's a different thing. Your client here, a work you do at 5 million today, tomorrow the work will be 8 million, 7 million. How do you explain to your client? And they will not agree. If it is a trader, he will say that we say that what will we do? That this is how much you agree. Companies are better. That is why I work. I prefer working for companies. They are at least a little bit understand. The advantage you have in Nigeria is that you do business for 12 months. In overseas, the months are limited. By next month now, by this end of this month, everybody is winter, snow. Everybody is indoor, except online business. So, yeah. And also in Nigeria here, you meet, you tend to meet people from your place, from Nigeria here. Opportunities are here that you can. A houseboy could tomorrow be a millionaire. He could just come across somebody, a schoolmate, that happened to be in government, or happened to have a cousin that is in government, happened to be Tinubu's some friend. Chances you can just move. But overseas everything is the way that's right. If you go for course for this, you read. You can't do bricklaying without schooling for it. You cannot do carpentry without schooling for it. You present your certificate and you get your job according to what people recommend for you. So that is the way it is. So, and the movement is gradual. It's not too. It's not. You are not. The lane is very slow. It's not just if you are making $1,000, $1,000, you live with it. $1,000, manage with it. A profit margin it. Yeah. But Nigeria here, there are chances here that you can make that. That is the advantage. I think the key factor I'll talk about honesty, being honest, patience, being patient and honest, and not getting involved into business that you invest 10,000 naira and you're expecting to make 100,000 naira. Such business, no. One way or the other, you get yourself involved in trouble. So I think, this very, very important. Don't ask people for favor, rather bring business you do with the person. If you don't have money to transport, go and do something you raise money to transport, then and go to another level. That is, I advise everybody. Don't ever ask people for. If you ask people for favor, you lost that chance. If you call people on the phone and ask them for money, you have lost a contact, something you would have done with that person. He might give you that money, but that's all. So that is it. I don't believe in luck. So luck is nothing like luck. What happens is your strategy, effort, the effort you put, your strategies, your lifestyle, all these things come together. Luck has nothing to do with it. If anytime they say this man is lucky, people has not gone back to know where he planned for it. I give you an example. We have a project we are handling now in Canada. I have started working on that project since 3 years. As you know, As he found out they are going to, they are doing that, he started working on that project, started going into picture anything that spoiled in that place, that government. He start picking it, start recording, going through, reading about how long POP could stay and how long has this one stayed, recording it and have a proper push heavy record and everything. I'm bringing a newer system of it's my wife that he did all these things. A newer system of bringing the one that will last more than years of that one. A newer materials, writing. By the time finish it, he happened to know that the minister is coming and the mayor is coming for something that is happening the day my friend Victor, Senator Victor, yeah, and Tony, the House of Rep, and I call him name. So the day they are coming for diaspora, something until there's a diaspora is in the clear there. So he prepared his lecture and the minister is coming to, you know what I mean? And the governor of Niger State, they all was in my house. They all said everybody. Then they prepared for his lecture. He want to win the minister, the lady, the woman, the minister. He want to win her. So prepare. And that day, so the ministers, people, Victor, they were complaining that the government is not giving the diaspora, the Nigerians, a chance to do one thing or the other and so on. So they were talking of jollof rice. They had they cook the women. This one or the men are talking about renting houses, the kind of jobs they are, petty jobs, and then the minister was saying that if he sees people that then he now came up to give lectures. He now came up to because he recorded. They wrote his number one. By the time he finished the floor, he finished talking about. He gave example of the civic center. He gave example of so. He has recorded it. He said that in the next 2 years or 3 years, the things you get from that the breed here will affect the health. The minister, a woman, by the time she she finished and every other thing and finished and well, the minister immediately that come to my office. Come to my office immediately. Nigerian ambassador was surprised to see a Nigerian. Being all Nigerians there, they are into either he do nothing, he do this, all those kind of. See a Nigerian woman that is all. That's why I say luck is not. So when she done so many when they now the uh, put it on that they want to the minister has already known the person they want to give it. Because from there two of them have become friends. He knows the person they want to give it. So other people go to Minister Johnson. So luck is not luck. But people say she's very what they're saying. Say she just established in Canada. See she's lucky. I think the industry that will go die are things like oil, infusion, oil will be there. Construction will be there. Manufacturing will be there. Our maritime has a limited time. It will go. It will not be the Nigerians. When manufacturers, yeah, there'll be a revolution. And the way I'm looking at it, there'll be a revolution. Time in near future, when all these people moving government tariffs, all those things moving around here. There'll be a government that will come in and the importation will reduce. Importation will stop. Jonathan wanted to do it, but it failed. They removed him. He wanted us to he stopped importation of wheat, importation of so many things, and want us to use what we have, our cassava to the what so many things that have been stopped. Very soon, in near future, Nigerians will stop. Yeah. Like Nigerian will stop importation. Importation will drastically reduce. It has started reducing. Nigerians are doing things themselves here. There's so many. It's only here in Lagos here that people buy imported things. So. Down there in Aba, in Onitsha, all those things, their brake pad they use is manufactured in Nigeria. Manufactured in Aba there. Oh, so many spare parts they use on there. Oil, brake oil they use. Engine oil they use, All those things are, gradually it will stop. People will stop importing. If you go to school for anything, you will have the urge to continue with that thing. They will stop importation of furnitures. I don't know why people import furniture. All these things is my wife that did it. She did all these things. Yeah. All these things furniture. She did the furnitures. She did this this yeah, she did it. This shit she's my wife that did it. He bought the material in the work area and bought the and couple this thing and do it. But people go and import them. That legacy there, she's the one that did it. Our people go and import the big million. So, but if there is schools for all these things, these guys will be doing all these things. That is one thing that will help. My leadership style is equal. I'm equal to my staffs. My staffs were equal. And I don't, my doors are open. My office doors are open. Everybody is, me, and I don't lock up door. I don't know. Everybody, the staffs, everybody there. We joke together, we talk together. So they move. Right. This one, you're not doing very well in this one. I will talk it, just say, look at you. Or what university you went, what is it? Well, who is your lecturer on this? So you joke like this. You say, this one guy pass, so they say that three, that from there, you improve, you correct him or correct her. So they move. Everybody move. This isn't just like a family. Your children, if you are hard on them, they run away from you. But if you flow together, laugh together, flow together, and make sure their needs. If your staff deliver, make sure you ask about after the child at any time she come to work. Ask us there. Elizabeth, how is that? How is your son? How's my son? Call it my son. How's my son? I hope he's doing well. Occasionally, while you I visit my staff, my own staff. And if they have their wife deliver, I'll be there. Anything they do, I'll be there. You carry them along. When there is business you people do, maybe the client brought a good business, you declare something for them, give them money. And I pay very, very well. You pay very well. If you pay salary very well, the least person in my office is earning 250,000. The least person, OND, because when he's comfortable, when what he's doing, yeah, he work for you very, very well. Yeah. In Nigeria here, you if you're not there in most cases, your business is in Nigeria here. If you are not there, your business is not. But over there, you don't have problem. So it's easier for me to manage because the other side you don't have any. Probably your telephone is okay. Everything, yeah, your fast machine or your, email and every other. As I am here and technology, as I'm here now, if my phone is not working since I came back, the MTN, they are still ruining my reason. They don't want to change it. It was a Wi-Fi that I use it and remove. Uh, so if I look at my phone, I know where my truck is in where whether it goes for job, the company I gave it to, anything you are doing, you just look at it, you see everything. My house in Canada now, on my television, I see it, everything going there where they were doing construction. You see, you know what I mean. I always say that poor wealth, divide wealth into good wealth. When I pray, I tell God, give me good wealth. Give me the wealth I can manage. Give me the wealth that you feel that is me. So that defines the wealth. Wealth is not the wealth there is not that you have billions and you have this. Wealth also includes happiness. It's part of wealth. Comfort with other people. Happiness about somebody, other people around you. Like most people that on my scholarship, I did not stop by just sending money to their schools. I in touch with their lecturers. I am in touch, they know me. Not send money, you send money, they carry the money and they you go. Yeah. I'm in touch with their lecturers. I, with the, I know their lecturers, I talk to them, teachers, except maybe the secondary schools. Once they move to, but the secondary school one, by the time they get to about work time, I monitor everything. Some of them will tell you that give me this money to use for what they are being bribed for you to pass to work if you don't give them. But my best, I will not give you. I'll tell you, pull out and go and learn something. I pay for you to learn that. But for me to give you money to go and give bribe to pass, you can. If you pass, what would you do? You cannot go ahead. There are people pass out of 100 people that took that work, maybe 70 do bribe and pass the way they pass. 30 that passed very well did not do bribe. So be among that 30. So my best students that really they have graduated and doing very well, and you know what I mean. Some read medicines or read, all this. They are the one that did not give. They did not give anybody 1 naira. So that's what part of what I call by wealth. So the wealth, happiness, the people around you. Happiness that your cousin is, doing well. That not only you doing well. Happiness that you see, that's wealth. It is all about wealth. Wealth is not only money. So all those things is what I call wealth. And I don't believe in acquiring. God, if God gives me, I take. But I don't believe in having houses here, having this, having. I believe in taking the one that I can take. Then the other one, I give, I extend to people, and the ones that they can take, and be contented with the one I have. Plan ahead, yeah. And at a certain level, you go. You don't know what else do you deal with the money. And my children happen to all of them school abroad. So as all of them school abroad, they don't need this money. My son, I told my son that you come back and do clearing and take over my business. He said, Daddy, that he learned that his friend, which the father is a big agent. Told him that this custom people insult you. That this custom people, that when you go to their office, they will keep you, waiting, and they do that. They so many things that They give bribe, they do this, they do this, that. I'm not gonna do get involved. I'm not gonna get involved into all this shit. And I work, I do my work, I come back, get his house, I'm paying the mortgage. He said, oh, well, and it's okay. Contempted, okay. He doesn't want any big other. So that is all. So I don't have a need for when you have a house abroad where you stay, your family stay, have here, have your village. What else do you need this money? That is all. That's my decision about wealth. Succession, as a matter of fact, is not necessarily going to be your child. People, their child is this African system of blood, son, daughter, blood. It does not really take you to anywhere. If my husband is good, me, okay. If there's succession on a business. If your business grow to a level, the management when it grow to a level that can continue, because most business we do cannot continue. If you grow to a level that can continue, then your son could be anywhere and Nigeria is be changing, you know. So it could be anywhere and if you do the one you can do and you have so many other people and people adopt people I have children that are not my biological children. I have children that are not my biological children. You know? So those children you they call you daddy. When a child calls you daddy from the beginning, finish, stay with you, pay the school fees, finish university, do all that thing like that. You monitor his heart, you alright? Is it not a child? I bring some of them to come and work in my office. Yes, so people success when if your child is okay where he is, what are you bothering yourself? The person that you know who will take care of you when you're old. All these children abroad like me, they will tell you that you gotta come over here. But I'm not ready to go over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a citizen, but I'm not ready to go over there. I just here because this evening checking meeting is very important. This evening we go, we go out a club, and that's what I saw. It is okay. So why should I? So if you are okay there, chicana, be okay there. There's other people that could take over here. My normal day is I go to Koi Club, play my golf, do my swimming. I move around. I come back maybe in the evening. I few friends stay and have some drink, and we have some drink. And no other thing, we come back to the house, watch funny all these TikTok people and laugh and the gossipers. That is all. You sleep up. That's all. Education. My father doesn't play with it because when he came back from Italy, he found out that a lot of people are illiterate. So many people are illiterate. So he now start his help in education. So we make sure we cannot give you 1 naira, but if it is school, you can buy book, make sure you go to school. So trying to started even from my family, trying to educate other, you know, people in the family. So from there, I got that, So and also the that's happiness I derive that somebody else from a poor home is doing well. Derive that no house help have stayed with me that is poor. This boy here now is learning electrical parts. He's the only one here. He learns. He goes. He didn't go today because I just came back. Tomorrow he will start. He's learning electrical parts. In as much as his salary, I paid him. His salary is 80,000. He feeds here, do everything, has his house, and I pay him 80,000. But at the same time, he going to go and learn electrical parts. After that, maybe if I have 3 million, yeah, I give him because he has stayed with me for about 6 years, 7 years. So when he leave, when he leave, he has to be somebody. He cannot just stay with somebody. A rich man. After here, he eats egg and come beef. Then when he go out to live on his own, then he cannot afford it. No, no. He has to. You know what I mean? So all you can help him to finish learning that electrical parts. I give him money. He established and be okay. Man, another houseboy is coming to once by the time he's leaving, I bring in another boy. And the other one before him, Albert, I went to school. I said he has to go to school. He finished class 5, stay with me. After he stayed 3 years, I said, no, you gotta go to school. You're still a small boy. He entered, I brought a lecture. Somebody was coming here to lecture. He would take work, and so for taking work, gradually he entered he entered the university. I paid the school fees until he graduated, you know, finished. Then I did youth service and I gave him a job, you know. Then there's one working for me. You know what I mean? So all these ones, all these things, that is all. You want to derive pleasure on people, seeing people. And there are some, is it Sarah, the one they call Sarah? She that one, she came very young. Then, unfortunately, it was in my house. I took in house girl. You know this. She took in. I did not. They drove her away because she did something as a child that she didn't know. What I did is I sent her to the uncle's house. She was in the uncle. I was paying the uncle money to take care of her. Then after she delivered, I trained the child. I'm still training the child now. I she I said you must finish school. She was in that uncle house, going to school, finish take work. From work, she took university there. I paid her university education. The child I've taken took care of the child. The child, as I'm talking to you now, is in school. So she's in school now. It's about 10 years now, because that was about 8 years. It was 8 years ago she delivered. Child is in secondary school now. I'm paying the school fees of the child. Finish her, she has graduated. I got her a job where she's married now. She got a job somewhere, working with the husband, working, she's working. Their wedding, I was the chairman. And so this is somebody some other people will shout, you are pregnant, you're pregnant. They put you and throw you away and life become miserable. If the child born become a hand robber that day, one day, it's you that he will remember to come out, or maybe your cousin he will kill. People train armed robbers, they don't know that they train armed robbers by being wicked on people, fellow human beings. So that's it. Well, it's in society, there is a stage you get to let people know you, and you get to know people, know about life. You got to live by example, show people example. By the time people know you, they know much about you. People might be hearing about you or see you, they don't know anything. Simple, contempted, and truthfulness. Yeah, I've been, I was recognized by Ojoto people, Igbo of Ojoto, Chief Gerard. Malone, who was gave me the chieftaincy of Ofoegbu, gave my wife chieftaincy of Usodieme. Also, in Ofoegbu, where my wife come from, been recognized there by the album. Then some other places, whether it's a church or another reason. I don't believe in buying recognition. So many come, so many come to me. Like last week, there's one they come. We want to give a recognition of the best clearing and forwarding here, the best this and all those things like that. But bring this man, they will come people, this money or this and that. I told them I'm not interested in all those things. Does not interest me. It doesn't interest me. My exercise is I play golf and swimming. But every morning I walk minimum of 2 hours or 3 hours. Every morning I walk around the whole estate street in this estate and I walk here the whole alternative road to the end and come back. Every morning I walk before I dress up to go to work. To take my coffee. Once I take my coffee, I move to work. In Canada, outside winter time, during winter time, I use treadmill. Outside winter time, I prefer walking than treadmill. I walk in Canada 3 hours, 3 hours. I walk because that one is very interesting because everywhere is clean. So during winter time, I goes to the mall every day. If I finish what I'm doing, mall opens by 10 and 9, I go to the mall and walk inside the mall. Walking around, not buying anything. Walking around inside the mall, you take coffee, start drinking, you might hold it and walking around inside the mall. Walk for at least 3 hours inside the mall. Yeah, I've mentioned it. Yeah, they have to be contented, ready to serve, not taking what that does not belong to you, and not getting yourself involved in a business that you contribute. You bring 10,000 naira and you make 100,000 naira. Mm. Yeah. So also desist from things that are harmful to other human beings. Killing is not only when you shoot gun. People kill people, kill human beings, kill their brother, kill everybody, kill so many people by the type of importation, the things they import, by the business they get involved in. All those type of business they get involved in, all those things they are killing. It's not only when you carry gun and kill somebody. And God will judge you. Each soul that drinks your product or do this or do other things and die, you are responsible. You answer for it.